What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Bitcoin and Dogecoin and really going into some details of why the entire market is about to crash. You guys, there's FOMO everywhere across the board. I see people FOMO buying every single project. You name it, it's FOMOing right now. So I'm going to be discussing a little bit about why the market is actually going to crash, why I'm so confident in this position, and going into some details, some technicals about how it's going to happen. But before we get started, if you're not a subscriber to my channel already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button right now. I reached 35,000 subscribers, so a huge shout out to all of the new subscribers to my YouTube channel. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video. You guys, I forgot to mention to go ahead and hit that like button right now, as well as sharing this video with your friends and following me on Twitter. I also have a Discord group. Links are in the description below for that. There's a lot of good value across the board that you guys can get from those places. Twitter is a place that I've been talking a lot today. And so if you're looking for extra content and you're not a VIP member getting detailed analysis on a regular basis, you guys can get at least a taste of what I'm thinking on my Twitter account. So definitely go check out my Twitter account. There's a lot of really good content on here, and you guys can get some info on here. I made a post today talking about how my bearish posts are getting no engagement. I'm getting hate comments on my videos. I'm getting hate comments on my Twitter, and people are sending me only bullish counter charts in my DM. You're not giving me a good reason to flip bullish. You guys, inside of the markets, there's a general rule of thumb that the majority loses money. It's just a fact. The majority of the people that trade and invest lose money, which means the crowd is usually wrong. And right now, it's very clear to me that the crowd is extremely overly bullish. So I'm going to be getting into the Bitcoin analysis first and foremost here. This is Bitcoin on Coinbase, you guys. We're currently at 52,000 and we're painting a rising wedge pattern. This pattern has only gone steeper since my last video, which for me is stronger confirmation that I'm correct about this market seeing a massive correction very soon. I also see bearish divergence only continually forming on the 12-hour MACD. We're also quite significantly above the Ichimoku cloud. As you guys can see, we're well above the Ichimoku cloud right here when we saw this correction, and we're well above the Ichimoku cloud right here as well. You guys, it's very obvious to me that we're about to see a correction inside of Bitcoin. This is what's called an ending diagonal Elliott wave. And if we go over to images here, you guys can quickly see a few examples of an ending diagonal Elliott wave. Right here is an example of an ending diagonal Elliott wave. So let me zoom in here for you guys a little bit to get some closer kind of view here of what this is. As you guys can see, Elliott wave theory, there's always 5 waves up and then an ABC correction afterwards. What we're actually seeing inside of the market right now with Bitcoin is an ending diagonal Elliott wave. We have 5 impulse waves up. We have a rising wedge with 5 impulse waves inside of the wedge, which results in a bearish move. So if we look at this, you guys can see we have a 1 and a 2 wave right here. So that's the 1, that's the 2 wave. And then we have a 3 and a 4 wave right here. And then we have the 5 wave right here. And then inside of the 4 and the 5 wave, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ending diagonal Elliott waves inside of a rising wedge pattern with falling volume. We didn't even get any big bullish volume candles for the people that want to be real picky and pull the tip of the rising wedge down like this. For anybody that wants to grab the rising wedge and try to say that we had a bullish breakout of the rising wedge, I don't think that's the case at all, you guys. You have to give this wedge a little bit of room, a little bit of volatility. This is why we use stop losses. I don't personally think that shorting bull markets is really that smart. I like to reduce risk and plan to buy dips. But you guys, for people that short, they always have room above their entry position so that the market can FOMO. It's also very, very common for the market to slightly go above major resistance levels, creating false breakouts. In fact, most breakouts inside of markets are false. And when you have a false breakout, you have no volume. We don't have any bullish volume here, you guys. We have rising price and falling volume. This is classic bearish price action. So what I expect to have happen is an ABC correction. There's always an ABC correction after an Elliott wave impulse. If you guys just quickly look on images here, you can type in Elliott wave and you guys can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC correction. I'm not going to get into the details of where that correction is going to go, but it's going to go down and it's going to be a pretty nice sized correction, you guys. It could be very similar to the size of this correction here, and a lot of people are going to panic sell. A lot of people are going to sell right when they should be buying because they're FOMO buying the top, and they will be drastically affected by the prices that are about to come. I've seen this happen many, many times, you guys. I actually haven't been this confident about the direction that the market is going since I was blatantly telling everybody that Bitcoin was bullish during the COVID panic in 2020. And then Bitcoin proceeded to go all the way up to the prices that it's at now, which is $52,000 per coin. You guys, I've been trading Bitcoin and investing in Bitcoin since 2015. I've seen so many different patterns. I've seen rising wedges. I've seen rising wedges break bullish. I've seen rising wedges break bearish. I've seen falling wedges break bearish. I've seen falling wedges break bullish. You guys, I've seen so many different patterns in cryptocurrency and stocks across the board. And I have to tell you, when you have a rising wedge with this steep price, as well as virtually no volume, I'm very confident that we are about to see a correction inside of this market, that this ending diagonal is actually going to cause a correction inside of not only Bitcoin, but the market as a whole, you guys. I have a lot of people on my Twitter account right now telling me, oh yeah, Bitcoin might crash. Maybe I agree with you on Bitcoin, although most everybody is actually disagreeing with me because, like I said, crowd psychology, and the crowd is usually wrong. What do, you guys? I just have to make these videos. I have to give you guys my positions. If I'm wrong, I'm publicly wrong in front of everybody. If I'm right, I'm publicly right in front of everybody. I've had both happen in the past. I'm very comfortable with both scenarios. But you guys, I have to let you know when I'm confident. I have to let you know when I see what I see inside of the markets. I have to let you know what the technicals are telling me. I'm not going to keep my voice shut. I'm not going to not mention this bearish price action just because literally 90% of people are bullish. And I'm seeing the most ridiculous bullish charts on tradingview.com, the most ridiculous bullish charts on twitter.com. The sentiment is bullish. I actually asked everybody on my Twitter, and a majority of people, like 70% of people, told me that they're trading the market in a bullish direction right now. It's just very obvious to me, you guys. Most everybody is bullish. Most everybody thinks it's ridiculous for any type of correction to occur. And I fully expect a correction to occur in this area. So let's talk a little bit about Dogecoin, you guys, because Dogecoin is actually the coin that is likely carrying the entire market down with it. I'm on the 1 hour candlesticks here, you guys, and this is descending triangle. It's a descending triangle. This is a very bearish pattern. I mentioned that Dogecoin was probably making or could be making a rising wedge pattern in this area here. And to watch for a bearish break, we got a bearish break. We've started to move down exactly as we planned it would if it failed support. And we're seeing bearish action, you guys. There's a massive Ichimoku cloud as resistance. This is a bearish chart. I have no doubt in my mind we're going to test these lower support levels, if not even lower, shake everybody out of the market before we actually go ahead and return to a big picture bullish trend and see further upside. You guys, XRP is bearish. XRP, in my opinion, is kissing up against this resistance right here inside of the Ichimoku cloud and should also test these lower support levels just like Dogecoin before returning to its bull trend and then seeing further upside. You guys, Ethereum is inside of a rising wedge pattern, a very, very clear bearish rising wedge pattern. We have some FOMO, exactly as I suggested, could be possible here. some FOMO buying. It could actually wick in the same way that Bitcoin wicked up right here in its rising wedge. So don't be shocked if Ethereum wicks up like this, if it does any type of wicking action or slightly goes above the wedge and then proceeds to crash. That's called a stop loss hunt. It's FOMO buying. It's people thinking that the market's going to go up forever, buying too high, and then the market goes ahead and corrects, tests major support levels, tests its Ichimoku cloud, and goes ahead and proves this bearish divergence to be correct. We have bearish divergence on the 12-hour. We have falling volume and rising price. We're overextended above the Ichimoku cloud. We recently broke above the previous all-time high. What happened with Bitcoin when it broke above its previous all-time high? It corrected onto the previous all-time high as support. What happened with Bitcoin right before it broke its all-time high? It corrected to test support to go above the all-time high. This is literally an exact fractal of what Bitcoin did in 2017 when it broke its all-time high and then tested its major support level, which is the all-time high, and proceeded to return to the massive bull market that we're going to see all through 2021. You guys, I do not want you guys to think that I'm bearish on Bitcoin or Ethereum or XRP or any of these coins in the big picture. I'm literally only bearish in the very short term. This is short term to me. Few weeks, a month, that's short term price action. I expect us to see a full recovery, a V-shaped bottom recovery, a return to the bullish trend, and further upside. So that's kind of my thoughts on the markets, you guys. I have to let you know, comment what you want to comment. If you have something to say, if you think I was dropped on my head as a child like Twitter does right now, say what you got to say, you guys. I really don't care. I personally think that Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, pretty much the entire market cap as a whole is bearish right now. We're going to see bearish price action, and don't be shocked if we drop significantly before we return to the bullish trend. If you guys are interested in more details about how I came to this conclusion, if you want to transform your trading portfolio, if you're ready to take your trading to the next level, go ahead and join the VIP. Links are in the description, you guys. Send me a Discord message. Send me an email. I'll get you guys set up. You can see my exact targets of where I expect the market to go. You guys can see why I'm bearish. You can get more details about how I discovered this move that's about to happen and the whole shebang. So that's the place to be, you guys. Definitely the VIP, super valuable, and I can help you guys get set up today if you just go ahead and send me a message. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today's video. I hope you enjoyed its content. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this video with your friends, and I look forward to seeing you guys in future updates. As always, stay profitable out there.